Welcome back. Skoda India has launched their much anticipated Kylaq with a starting price of 7.89 lakh rupees this week to compete in the highly congested and highly contested sub-4-meter SUV category. The Kylaq will go up against popular models like Hyundai Venue, Tata Nexon, Maruti Suzuki Brezza and Kia Sonet. This is company's first ever sub-4-meter SUV, and Skoda says it is made specially for the India market. To tell us more about this launch, how is brand Skoda positioning itself in the India market? What are their plans for the country? We are joined in by Jahn, Skoda Auto Board member for sales and marketing. Martin, welcome to CNBC-TV18.
Thank you very much for having me.
So you are launching Skoda Kylaq this week and you have chosen to associate with Rohit Shetty, who's known for his car stunts, in his films. So tell us about this interesting collab, interesting association for someone who is known to fly cars in cinema.
Yeah, we wanted to bring this car in Indian style. The car was designed in India and for India. And we also wanted to introduce it in the Indian way, and we did sort of a Bollywood movie where the car also flies a little bit. So we were trying to pick the right setup to bring the quality of this car to the Indian audience.
And this is the Skoda Kylaq. It is your first sub-4-meter SUV ever launched. Tell us, what will make this vehicle stand out in a already very competitive market?
We wanted to enter the sub-4-meter market because it's the biggest market in India, and we are committed to growth in India. So we had to enter this segment. We wanted to bring the European technology and democratize it for the masses. So this car makes no compromises on quality. It has 6 airbags. It has all the standard safety features. It also has a beautiful design, what we call the modern solid design, which we now bring to all the models Skoda globally. It has beautiful colors like this one, and I hope especially women will appreciate it. It brings a driving comfort and stability that you can expect from Volkswagen Group vehicles. So I think it's a very good package and great value for money. So we believe in this, as you said, competitive segment. We will stand out.
Compact SUV segment is already very competitive with the likes of, let's say a Nexon or Venue present, which are popular amongst the Indian consumers. So how is your marketing strategy going to be to, create that position for this car in the minds of the Indian consumer?
Well, I think that we are still unique. We bring the modern European design. We also bring the modern European technology to this segment. We bring this car to a very competitive price, and we will also have as a surprise for the early buyers a special after-sales package, because we want to show that our after-sales and service is not expensive. It's of a very good quality and also affordable. So I think that the whole value of money of this car, if you look at everything, the safety, the comfort, the drivability, it will be very appealing to the Indian customers.
And tell us more also about your strategy for the India market. Tell us how are you looking at India beyond just, the urban and, the tier 1 markets?
So for Skoda, India is the most important market outside of Europe. We have very strong manufacturing base. We believe that India will be our biggest market outside of Europe in terms of volumes. But we also want to use India as an export base to other countries. We will be starting next year production of the Indian cars in Vietnam. So we will be bringing the CKD kits to Vietnam and assembling Kylaq and Slavia for the Vietnamese markets, and we are looking at other markets as well. So we have very strong focus on India, where we have now 3 models, Kylaq, Slavia and Kylaq, specifically designed for India. But India is also our export base, and I believe in the future India will be one of the top 3 markets globally for Skoda.
So being a board member for marketing and sales, tell us, how do you want to position brand Skoda in the India market today?
Yeah.
How do you want the consumers to look at the brand?
So we want consumers to look at the brand Skoda as a brand that brings European technology for affordable price, value for money, beautiful design, but also lots of simply clever features that make their life easier.
And what are some of the strategies that work with the Indian consumer? What are some of the insights that you've seen from your past launches that really work with the consumer of the country?
So from the first launches of Kylaq and Slavia, we see that we have to make design made tailored to India. So we design the cars. The final design is done here. You can see on this car also the little decor here on the plastic elements, which we believe would be appealing to Indian customers, because we would not have something like this in Europe. But for India, I think it makes sense. And we also have to bring modern features like the air-cooled seats, the air-ventilated seats, because the Indian customers want to have a lot of comfort, even in these small cars. So that's our focus. So beautiful design, practical features, but also a lot of comfort and safety in the small class of cars.
Martin, also I have seen over the past couple of days, the entire automotive industry has witnessed a significant shift for preference towards EVs. So what is your position over there? What is the strategy going forward for Skoda?
So we have been very successful in Europe with our first electric car, ENIAC, and we just launched Elrock, our second electric car, and we will be bringing new electric cars. We also see there is increasing interest in hybrid technology, and the big question is now the speed of transformation to electric, which seemed to be very fast over the last 2 years. It's slowing down a little bit, and as I said, increasing interest in hybrid vehicles or range extender vehicles. So we have to see how these trends develop. For India, we see also, of course, a need for electric vehicles or for hybrids. So we are now considering the strategy, and I'm sure we will bring both hybrid cars and electric cars to India in the future.
How soon is that going to be?
It's too early for me to talk about details, but we will definitely bring both of these technologies to India.
And at large, I have seen how automotive industry has seen a significant transformation with the entry of, even smartphone makers in this industry. Of course, there are startups that are launching new cars. So how are you looking at this entire shift and transformation? How is Skoda evaluating all of this?
The automotive industry is going through a huge transformation. You have Tesla on one side, you have some of the Chinese brands, you have new startups, but many of these startups also died very quickly. This transformation is very brutal, and the costs and investments are huge in the automotive industry. And I think we have the strengths. We are a huge group. We have lots of history, lots of experience, lots of manufacturing base, and we have to learn about the customer preferences and understand how we bring the digitalization and connectivity to the car.
Yes, and also, of course, with the rise of mobility services, do you think that, something like this will start eating into your pie? For example, in a city like Mumbai, parking is a big challenge. Like ordering an Uber is much easier, or calling for a car is much easier. So how are you evaluating all of this, entire transformation?
I think it's complementary. There have been discussions about car sharing or Uber taking a big share of the car sales. We do not really see it at the moment, because customers want to have their own car. They will, of course, use car sharing or Uber if it's appropriate, but they want to have a car. And if they have children, or if they want to have active lifestyle going out for a trip to the nature, they will still need a car, and you want to have your own personal space. And we see a big interest also in the young Indian community to buy cars. So I don't think it will be a major change. We just have to compete with the other car makers and bring the best cars to our customers.
Well, all the best for that. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
With that, it's a wrap on Storyboard this week. You can catch all of our content on Facebook, X and YouTube. Thanks for watching. We will be back same time next week. See you soon.